You're watching NBC for New York. This is News for New York.
Welcome back on a Saturday morning. Well, we've all read a few how-to books in your time, but there's another one out that you really want to pick up. It's called There's More to Life in the Corner Office, written by Lamar Smith, and it's a lesson in life book that you really need to read. Welcome, Lamar. Thanks for coming in.
Great to be here.
Good to have you here, and this is really written from your own life experience. Tell us a little bit about Lamar Smith.
You bet. Well, I entered the Air Force right out of college because Vietnam was raging, and I had a cousin that came back from the ground war in Vietnam, and he said, don't go over there as an infantryman. So I joined the Air Force, and I went over as a pilot. Had profound experience flying search and rescue missions over there. It was a real mission, and a good bit of success. Our group had a lot of success. Came back, was an instructor pilot, kind of learned to pay attention to my own experiences and processes and analyze myself and how I was doing things. Then I carried that over to other parts of my life, and when I left the Air Force and entered the business world, I was analyzing all of those processes. So here I am. I left the corner office at age 60 after 15 years. Most CEOs last about 4.
How about
and my sentence was 15.
Sentence. Your sentence. A lot more to it than people think, isn't it?
So I said, well, I don't want to die with my music in me. How do I provide these insights that I've picked up along the way from others and myself?
And so here they are.
The book is the result.
And the book is the result. And the lesson here is a pretty simple one. Don't leave it all in that corner office. You need to live your life.
I'm not telling people not to shoot for their goals at all. I'm saying to get there with balance. Don't arrive in the corner office with heart disease or divorced and your children hating you. And the corner office is just a euphemism in the corporate world. It can be any major life goal. There are major goals in the academic world, and the clergy world, and the entertainment world, the arts.
Many.
So shoot for your goals, but don't give up your health and your well-being and other important parts of your life. I divide life into physical well-being, intellectual well-being, emotional well-being, financial well-being, and spiritual well-being. You can't live well indefinitely without having all of those addressed to some degree.
And exactly. Now, your character in the book found a mentor, and a very unlikely mentor at that. Who was your Al Crafton, the person who helped guide you?
There have been several. I ran into David Schwartz, who wrote the classic bestseller, The Magic of Thinking Big. He was a college professor of mine, and I took courses from him. He got me to thinking that what you think about and how you view things is really important. But more recently, a good friend named Bill, who has a name very similar to Crafton. He's about my age, but he's so much wiser. He's been a big part of my life, and I borrow heavily from his wisdom. And
your life has changed dramatically since then. You have left the corporate world and traded that in for a nonprofit, and you're helping other people.
That's right.
Tell us about that.
Well, many things in life are counterintuitive. We all like to be served. We like to have people be nice to us. We like to have people give us things and pay attention to us. But ultimately, that satisfaction is short-lived. If you really want to live a life of significance and purpose and joy and connection, figure out how to serve others. And so I'm spending my time now thinking about how can I serve others with my experiences, with some of my resources, my time. How do I improve the human experience and give opportunities for others who really want to avail themselves of those opportunities? So
if you were Lamar Smith to leave our viewers with a few thoughts this morning, what do you think that people should come away with?
Well, we all want to live a life of significance, purpose. We want our lives to matter. We want joy, which is deeper than happiness. It's more of a mental process, and it's not just a temporary feeling in our heart. And we want connection with other people. There are ways to do that, but it is difficult in this world with so many messages coming at us, so many things vying for our attention. So the process that you use to do that, to manage the internal voice, is very important, and I think your viewers should buy this book to start that process, to look at how to actually slow down a little bit and accomplish a lot more. Live life according to your uniqueness, not according to what the text messages coming in say you ought to be paying attention to.
Point well taken, and with integrity. Thank you so much, Lamar Smith, for coming in. Again, the book is called There's More to Life in That Corner Office.